Welcome everybody to join in to this. We need to refer the Yijing card. Of course, you have to refer to the Yijing card. I know that a lot of you guys cannot really take it down from the message. Okay, let me teach you some other way to take out something from the group chat. Okay, I hope you guys actually using your laptop to use Telegram. Yeah. So this is a very simple way to use the your laptop to take down something from the Telegram. Normally video you can, normally the PDF files you can actually straight away download. Normally. Okay. Oh my God, just really. But before that, just welcome you guys to come in. These are very short sections just to make you guys do something with the Ikigai and also the harder half of this particular year. Maybe you should really do something related to that to change a little bit of your luck. Okay, we all like the luck part, but somehow it's a very difficult things to do. Yeah. Hi, Jasmine. I can only read you that name. I'm sorry. Welcome. To these particular sessions. Actually, this one is a very good expressway for Jing or some sort of guidance of usage. Yeah. Okay. Go to your laptop and put a search and try to type a name, sniping tool. Okay. Try to type a name sniping tools. Because sniping tool actually can allow you to snipe something. Okay, everybody see the sniping tools, right? Number one, you see the sniping tool? Hi, Richard. Did everybody see the sniping tools? In front of my screen. Okay, good. So this sniping tool is actually quite good for you guys to snapshot something, even though that maybe there is a sessions that you're not supposed to say that. Maybe there's some sessions that you actually have and actually cannot be snapshot. Okay, cannot be snapshot. Yeah. So when you use a sniping tools, what you need to do is I think normally it already give you the sniping mode. Okay, you just need to create new and then drag whatever place that you want to snipe. And then they will come up by its own. Okay, it will come out like this, and then you can save it to your Telegram, your save folders, your download, everything will be there actually. So this sniping tool is a very good tool to use when you're going actually online classes. Okay, go for online classes. Actually, it's very easy to use. Okay, so Richard, do you see a sniping tools, some sort of columns that actually appear right now? Okay, search for it in your laptop. Search for it in your laptop. I'm not sure, Mac, is it the same name or not? I think so. Okay, I think so, yeah. Because these sniping tools is actually a usage for you to snipe something on your screen. It's like a screenshot, but this one is like more likely it looks like something that you actually just wanted sometime. Okay, anything that you wanted on screen, you can actually just drag it. And some more, you can actually also put notes in it. I think nowadays can put text. Is it can put text? Yeah, nowadays actually can put text. I think so. Is it can? Oh no. Actually just to copy the words. Okay, this one even better. I think there's some of the tools that actually allow to put text, but I forget. Okay. Just like this. Yeah. So you can actually take photo of your of the Yikwa that you actually have. The Yijing that you have. right? So when you open up on your desktop, you go back to your sniping tools. Where's the sniping tools? Okay, you go back to your sniping tools, open the Yiqua, and then you click new. You can then drag everything that you wanted, and you can save it to your phone or whatever place that you want to save it. Okay, yeah, simple and easy. Okay, that's how you actually do that. So don't tell me that I cannot share to you. Yeah, so you just need to use your laptop. You can even do it before the sessions or after the sessions. Okay. Now, this is actually an express way of guidance. The idea just suddenly came, yeah. So I'm actually just giving you guys some of the Yigua. The general way of it is actually just to use the 4 questions to ask yourself what you actually want to have fun with, experience with life. Okay, that is the only thing that actually is quite I want you guys to do it. And then the additional of the achievement chart is to back face directions so that you can get the energies to perform that and unconsciously manifesting that. Okay, everything you manifested according to that so that you can actually get this done. And especially you put it on some place that remind you that this is the things that you've written before. Okay, if it's really something that you wanted to experience every time that you see it, this is how you will reignite the energies that was written in a piece of paper. Yeah, so this technique is actually quite several way of manifestations was actually applied in just one particular timing, so that you can actually just put it to manifest it over and over again to remind yourself what have you written. Okay, some of you guys want to see mine. You know the ghost writing way that I have. I actually put something in the middle. I know that a lot of you guys never do that. This is only for me. Okay. Because writing talisman was supposed to be in somehow, some of the way have to be like this. Okay. So my way just like this, yeah. Just a piece of paper. So that you don't need to be so fixated with that. Okay. So where is it that I put it in? Anyway, your workplace, your study room in front of you. Every time you're doing something, you're actually looking in the front of you. I would say there's a wall is in front of you. Just stick into the wall so that every day you can actually look at it. Remember, this is something that you wanted to experience and manifest. Okay, so that's how they actually use it. Yeah. Okay, so if you cannot do that, put on your Fu Wei sectors. Anybody know where is the Fu Wei sectors? Okay, I don't want to show you my Fu Wei sector. Actually, my Fu Wei sector is like it's full of activations. It's like everything I just dumped there. Okay, so the main purpose is that particular 4 particular questions that you're going to ask yourself with that. And do be aware that it's very weird in life. That is, when you never ask yourself that questions, okay, or anybody else around you never asked you that particular questions, you will never be able to think that you can reach that point. Okay, I didn't know that I have mentioned about this in my sessions before. I don't think I have mentioned about that. Before I really go into metaphysics, when I go to metaphysics, I actually, in the moment of exploring one of these multi-level marketing company. Okay, I was actually exploring one of these multi-level marketing company, selling the pens. I think somebody actually bought for me in here. Okay, so yeah, yes, the person actually replied that. Okay, so I actually did that at that moment of time, and there's always these kind of conversations with a leader. Okay, there's always a conversation with a leader, what you want to do, what you're going to push yourself with, in this whole life, what is the main thing that you actually wanted to be? Okay. Or not that far ahead. It's like in this moment, what is the best version that you want to be? That is the questions that my leader, who actually teaching me to do MLM marketing, is asking me that particular questions. And I give her a very weird answer in that moment of time. I just tell her that I just want to be somebody that actually can be like a public speaker. At that time, yeah, before I actually go into metaphysics. So I just gave her that answer. I never write it down, but in that moment, I truly sit down and think about what I wanted to be because of all the things around me, right? And unconsciously, it manifested in many different ways. I was actually talking in the MLN group. You know, sometimes you ask people to come to the group, and that is in the pandemic time. We're actually introducing that particular, you know, pens and something like that. You join in, I tell you what is the things is good in here, and you know, how is the calculations about this money earning and stuff like that. I was actually one of the presenter, even though that I didn't sell much, but I actually joined in to do that part because I was interested in that public speaking part, not in the MLM marketing, but the way to talk. So unconsciously, I start Facebook Live before I really start metaphysics sharing. A door that is very, very bad. Still feel it's very bad. But that is how the things actually started off. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you will become. That's why the questions that was provided to you or to ask yourself in that moment of time is talking about what is the experience that you want to experience. Yeah, so if you really think about it and that is the part that you wanted to be, that's how you started the flow. Yeah, so that is the main thing about that particular 4 questions. And I added on with the Ikigai method and with all the sharing, from Ikigai go to Qi go to Yijing now. If you look into the slides, I actually added on another version of it that is related back to the Qi. Okay, so something very interesting about Qi in this part that is related to Ikigai on how that you actually look into life. Okay, I use a very simple version of Ikigai because I just want the base. Sometimes we doesn't really need that much of details to execute something and to do something. You just need to start it off with the base, and unconsciously things will pick up. You will learn things along the way. It will slowly manifest what you want to manifest. Okay, so that's why it was actually added on. Yeah. Now, that is for introductions. Anybody have any questions with that? Anybody? Okay. Please do not treat this the same as the momentum. Okay. Jim was saying, were I very stressed? What do you mean by that? Were I very stressed? What do you mean by that? I don't understand. When start from base, at that time, you mean? Can I have big goals? Not really. Okay, not really. At that time, I was just enjoying. Jane, you still remember that actually we are doing Facebook Live? I'm just having fun with all the things. Just share. Remember that? Yeah. So you're just having fun with that, and then you unconsciously lead into certain part that is actually quite good with you. Can say that the things that I said that time was come true. I get into stage. I get into newspaper with something I cannot imagine it actually happening. Yeah, somebody actually invited me to talk in stage for a few times. I would really say that it actually came true, but in just not in the way that you expected it to be, in a whole lot different way. Yeah, so that's why manifestations is not really good to fixate it to certain outcome that you want. Yeah, so that's why the base starting out with just the base, whatever that you're actually trying to do, okay? Just start it off. Make a consistent move. Make a consistent move. Today, I want to do this. Like example that you have your achievement chart. You got your nobleman stars. You got your intelligence stars. All right? You can your peach blossom stars. Every single of this day, do something related to it. There's no need to execute into maximum level, but do something with it and pick up the consistency with it and commitment to actually finish it in no matter what you started off. And then you will slowly see result. Okay? Because the energy was there, the intentions was there. It's going to help you with a lot of way. Okay? Yeah? Now, where is this? Yeah? Anybody look into the slide? Yeah, this is something very important. So, are you guys okay with this? How many of you actually look into this particular concept? How many of you actually look into this concept? Austin say, yeah. Flo G is saying, yeah, hi Flo. Yeah. So, I think it's now this is so much more of concept and theory in all kind of cultures. Okay, Ikigai is one of it, because Ikigai there's a many version of it. If you look into their stuff, right? Look back into their stuff, they only tell you the base. Your world is for you to create, so they only tell you your base, and we never know that this one is actually, it can be upgraded in different version of the stages of life that you're actually in. Okay, different version of it. Yeah. So you were saying, I think it's similar, but I don't think you do similar things. I'm going to keep my mind open. Yes. Because this is something that is, the meaning of it is to find a passionate life. Find something that in your life that you are actually continuously doing it without feeling distress of performing any of the things that you're actually doing right now. Okay, and it is not something achievable. Okay, it is not something achievable without actually a practice. Okay, that's why you sit here. Yeah, it's not achievable. You can look at it, it looks nice, but everything needs practice and training and consistency. It's true. Even in this part, you actually need to do something with it, to look for it, to enjoy it, to find it. It is not something that you look at it and then you just sit down and ask yourself, you know, what that you love, what are you actually good at, what you can actually being paid for, and also what is the world needs. It's not an easy thing. It's like it was just mentioned, it requires practice. Okay, everything if you look back into Japanese culture, something you have to add on to this, yeah, is all about discipline. Without that, this is only words for you. Basically, it's only words. You look at them, it's like very fun and stuff like that. I came to this before. It doesn't, at that time, it's just like, yeah, what is it, yeah? And if you ask me right now, is it metaphysics is my true passions? I can still tell you I'm not sure with it. Okay, what I'm looking in, what I'm really passionate in is improvement, self-improvement. How much that you can actually perform as a human being, how many limit that you can actually break. Yeah, that is what I like the most, because all the while my life is like that. Okay, so this one is actually just a base for you guys. Yeah, and since that we are going to transform ourselves, everything later on in your Jing is only to guide you, to allow you to see what you actually should perform. Okay, in the next 6 months, only for the next 6 months, because there is the rules I set before we actually start this Yijing. Okay, I was actually looking for the Thor the Thor hammers, where Odin was actually giving the command to the hammer that only certain people who achieve that can have that pure heart, can wield the Thor hammer again. Only people have that particular intentions can wield the power of it. Yeah. So, but you look into that, if you truly look into that particular, just look a little bit beyond, try to imagine a little bit more like that. Try to imagine a little bit more like that. Okay. So you actually realize that in this universe, it is also like that. You don't give it a meaning. You didn't provide it with something. Even whatever metaphysics you're learning, whatever energies that you're calling into it, you don't label it, it doesn't have that power. Once that you label it, it will give you that power to perform certain part of this. And this is something very interesting with all the Jing that you actually get. Because some of you, I actually know you personally. Okay, some of you actually know you personally. And when I look into the Yijing that was being divinated by you yourself, somehow it's like just like an answer that I would tell you, even that you come to ask me for it. It's like an answer that I want to tell you personally, that this is really related to you and how that you should perform with your whatever endeavor that you're actually looking into, whatever goal that you're actually looking into. It's very weird because this is not the first time I perform this. I've been performing this like several times before, and I feel the divinations somehow pointed you to a place that you want to be in. It's a weird thing. You can call it special. I like to use the word weird because I'm a black tortoise. Yeah. You can call it special, where it was really personalized to you in whatever Yijing that you actually get. The power, the intention is like what I mentioned. Okay. It is use it to guide you. No matter you get a good Yijing or a bad one, it doesn't matter. Because it was there to tell you what is it that you need in this moment of time. Okay? It's not about forecasting you going into or divinate you into a bad conditions, bad place. It was not meant for that. Yeah? So if you know a little bit about Yijing and that word sounds bad to you, forget about it. Because I actually given the instructions, the way to use it is only for that particular part. It was not for you to look at it good or bad. Remember that, because a lot of people get the bad one. And then they will start to mention, oh, I get mountain, I get, like Jimmy, I get Kanhua, right? It was never used in that way. Remember, Yijing is an early heaven techniques. It is not meant to make you go into problem. Not for that, okay? So Tasha was saying that first time short terms Ikigai come out randomly on my YouTube feed. Yeah, there's something very interesting at the back end of this. Something very interesting that you might not realize. When I say Ikigai actually not really achievable, there's a reason behind of it. Because your achievement will tell you you have a lot of weakness in whatever that you see in front of you right now. Okay, there's a lot of weakness, yeah. Okay, disclaimer first. I might be crazy enough today having no breaks. Yeah, I might be crazy enough having no breaks. So if you want to go toilet, then you go toilet. Maybe if I have break, maybe just 5 minutes. Okay, so this is actually talking about Ikigai, to really understand who you are, to identify your passions, to know your missions and stuff like that. This is actually just part of it. Yeah. It is still something that I would say that require a lot of discipline. So I hope you guys actually will go into that part. Bring iPad to toilet. I don't want to imagine that, yeah? Okay. So whatever that we are going through right now, we will always look into the changing line that you get. Okay, that's why I give you the changing line. We're going to use a lot of things on this particular part. There's a lot of things. Those who actually follow me in my previous class, okay, there's one of the class actually I forecast for 6 months. You guys just need to look back. It is going to be the same all the while. Okay, you're going to be the same all the while, so you don't need to worry any other things that is not being mentioned in here, because I'm trying to use this as the simplest way that what is the next step that you should actually perform. Okay, just simple way. Yeah. Now, there is something in here that is you yourself need to require to know what kind of stage you're actually in. So in metaphysics, we have 5 stages. In personal coaching part, you have 4 stages. Okay, personal life coaching, you actually have 4 stages. In life coaching, you will say that the incompetence, how to say the word? I actually don't know. Okay, from incompetence become competence. You actually have 4 stages. Unconscious incompetence, go to unconscious competence. Is it something like that? And then you become conscious competence, and you actually lastly become I don't know. There's a 4 stage. Yeah. Yeah. Flow actually is under that part. Okay. So in your life, you actually need to know that what kind of stages you're actually in right now. You're the one that actually need to know. Okay. You actually need to know where are you incompetence. Okay, that's good. To conscious competence, and in the end, is an unconscious competence? Is it correct? Yeah, unconscious competence means that you're actually doing it without you knowing. You're doing it without you knowing. So in metaphysics, we also have this kind of terms, but we use it in 5 ways. Okay, and you will saw this a lot in metaphysics. We are talking about this part. If you're cultivating, you are actually going exploring this particular universe. Of course, your current stage, if you're just in a beginning stage, you know nothing about it. You can only learn about the concept. Okay, you can only understand from other people telling you about that part. Okay, and then slowly you will move forward to understand something, to get enlightened from different perspective. Okay, you even can cultivate it into different meaning. Cultivate means that you use it into other terms of life, that you're actually performing it. Yeah, and then of course in the end is totally becoming who you are in the way that you're actually performing. So in Ikigai, of course, you can use the coaching part if you're actually familiar with that, life coaching part. Yeah, but if you're using metaphysics, this is the way that you're actually seeing in front of you. First is to know, and a lot of people who are actually learning metaphysics can only be in the first stage. I can only tell you that part. A lot of people who learn metaphysics always stay in the first stage. It was never moving forward into another stages. A lot of people are actually in that part. Yeah, and that's why you will keep on only to know, to find out, to look for next step. You only want to aware with it, but you're not trying to understand it. Okay, you're not truly understanding it. That's why in metaphysics, actually this part, even in cultivations of Tao or spiritual energies, are actually related to this. This is a stages that you need to go over and over again, no matter what you're trying to do. Because this one can separate into smaller scale, like to know also can have what we call to know in this part, to understand in this particular knowing part, to realize in this particular part. You actually have to slowly moving forward. So in your life, even though you look into your Ikigai, right? If you are truly not knowing that, what is it that these sessions is actually for you? Start by knowing the next 6 months that this is the things that you need to perform. If you're knowing where you are right now, okay, and you're trying to move forward to get something new, that means if you go into the understanding part, you're utilizing whatever that you already have to match with whatever I want to share with you. Yeah. Realizations is to understand that you might be lacking something in your current stages that is very important for you to put something into. Remember, yeah, because these 5 stages is telling you from different angle. First, from big picture, maybe go to smaller scale and go into inner scale, just to go through that how that you actually can perform. Yeah, so realization is to realize that what is it that you're actually still lacking on, then you use that part to add into you. Okay, so then you go cultivate. Of course, this one is to use in different angle to create everything else that is possible for you. Yeah, those who actually know me personally, you follow me for excursion, can you tell me what stage that I'm actually in? Those who actually know me. Because a lot of you guys actually in my excursion, you know me in real life. What kind of stages I'm actually in? Cultivate. Yeah, very good. Jack will say Tao. Yeah, in some part, because Tao is actually kind of hard. But when you realize that you eat, sleep, and also talk, it's everything about whatever that you are actually having right now, or people know who you are right now. Normally, you will be in Yin, in this side. Okay, in terms of metaphysics, other things completely zero. Okay, in terms of metaphysics, this is it. So you need to understand that if this is for you, what you should actually perform in. Okay, so whatever that you want to experience, remember, because that is your goal, and I can only point you one direction. So you have to find yourself what kind of stages that you're actually in right now. Yeah. So like Jimmy, he actually tells me, this is a water hexagram. It looks very bad, right? He totally don't know what he is actually wanted in life. So it's a part of knowing. Yeah. Some of you guys actually, I know you personally. Like Flo, most likely I would say you're in the realizations part. Okay, because of your way of thinking and executions. Some of you actually, I actually know you in real life. Yeah, that's why I would say that you might into that particular part. Okay, yeah. So you guys have to understand where you are. If you completely zero whatever of you're written on, then most likely you are the first stage. You're just in a stage of explorations. Okay, you're just in a stage of explorations. Of course, this one will actually reflect in the Jing, but I don't want you to fixate it with that. Okay, only you know who you are, where you are right now. Remember that part. Okay, this one will be repeated later on. Yeah. So when I say look into the changing line, this is going to tell you what kind of stages you're actually in. Okay, stages you're actually in. It's the same like the 5 cultivations way, but it's a little bit different because when you use a changing line, it's actually telling you to perform in that part. Okay, it is telling you to perform in that particular line. What you actually need to perform. Your stages is different, but in the next 6 months, the Yijing is actually telling you that according to this 6th line, this is a stage, a way that you should perform. Okay, in this particular 6 months, to experience, to explore, to find new ways, okay, to break your boundaries is using your changing line. Yeah. Okay. So who have changing line number 1? Should I go this in a fast way, or should I go in this in a very rushing way, or should I go in a slow pace for everyone here? Okay. Jimmy say. Okay, I decide. Yeah. Okay. Let's go a little bit faster, because fast is good, actually good. But I don't think you can keep up with me if I talk in a fast way. No medium, only fast or slow. Okay. If you are line 1, you need to become an absolute beginner. Okay, let's explain this a little bit further first. Okay. Yeah, let's explain a little bit further first. If your changing line is above, it means external world. External world means that you need to do something more to care about people around you for a greater good for others. If you are external. If you are internal, that means you have to retrain yourself into whatever that you're actually performing right now. Yeah, you have to do a lot more self-improvement about who you are, change what you're actually doing, strengthening yourself, shaping yourself to become better. Okay, practicing a lot more from what you actually is or who you want to become to magnetize whatever external world that was needed to give to you. Okay, if you are lower, okay, what we call lower trigram, means that your changing line is either 1, 2, or 3. That means you have to practice who you are. Okay, you have to practice who you are. Yeah? Now, if you're line 4, 5, and 6, that means you have to do something more to care about others, do something to provide something to this particular world. Okay, help others, train your team, train your staff, train your body. Leadership is an important thing in here. Okay, authority is becoming important in here. If you're line 4, 5, and 6, no longer training who you are, but training what is the external world actually is. Yeah, it can mean relationship. It can mean talking about others. Okay, about helping others or supporting others in any way possible. Okay, so there is line, the upper trigram. Lower trigram is for your internal world. So when you look into that, your changing line is number 1. That means you have to change, not actually change. You have to reevaluate your foundations, your base, your understanding of who you are right now, supporting the things that you actually need to experience. Okay, because you want to do something to experience in life. In the first questions that you actually have, your foundations and your base might not be enough. Your understanding is not actually enough to actually performing that part. Okay, remember that, yeah? Changing line number 1. Yeah, supporting others can be your subordinates. Yes, can be. Remember what you write, yeah? Remember what you write. Because the things that you experience, sometimes is not your subordinates. It's always external. That means you have to care about others' party. You have to care about your partners. You have to care about anybody that external of you, no longer internal of you. Okay, so line 1, 2, 3 actually is the same in terms of usage with 4, 5, and 6. I will tell you why later on. Yeah, so line 2, this is your safety line. Okay, this is basically your safety line. Number 1 is you're actually unaware. Okay, unaware, you have to build your foundations. You have to build your awareness. Okay, number 2 is your safety line. So what is your limit? So increase your safety line, your safe haven, okay? Increase that something that is going to be easily utilized, something that you can actually own, right? It also indicates that you actually lacking of ownership of something. So I mean, in your life, you might be all the while, you're just following others people, following what others is actually doing, and you doesn't have anything that is belong to you. Okay, you doesn't have anything belongs to you that you can actually leverage on. Okay, so based on what you want to experience, yeah. So example like it can be your personal brand, your personal leadership, your titles is not there. Okay, you are being following orders all the while. You have never think about that you yourself can become a brand. That is that's changing line number 2. Yeah. So if you want to do something extra to experience who you are, you must own something first. Own yourself, own your branding, own who you are, own the machineries, own everything. Okay, other words, monopoly whatever that is actually useful to you. Okay, because you need to have that things belong to you. Okay, so that's why when you want to experience something, you have to own something first. If it's not, you're still following others. That is what we call line 2. Okay, line 3 is talking solely about power and executions. Charging, okay, charge to certain directions, moving forward into certain directions. Line 3 actually talk about that is a changing line number 3. Okay, so this line basically indicates that whatever that you need to do in the next 6 months indicates that it's a moment of taking charge or moving forward. That might be that you have all the while scares about doing something that everybody's saying no to you. So when you get line 3, the Yijing already directing to you, telling you that no longer care about anybody else. It's the time for you to charge forward. Doesn't even care what is it that is around you anymore. Yeah, only for the next 6 months. Now you might find that it's going against your way of doing things, but that is why you never get to experience the things that you want to experience. Yeah, lack of courage, lack of executions moving forward. Normally, this is the main problem that you actually have. So you get changing line number 3. I doesn't even want to care about is a yin line or yang line out of positions or in positions. I don't care about that. You get line 3, the Yijing is telling you it's time to take charge. Okay, you can be by speed, you can be by courage, you can be all the while that you're not going to fight for something. Now is a time to fight for it. Okay, all the while that you're thinking that you're not supposed to be leveling up, you have to pretend that you should level up. That is line number 3. Okay, yeah. Line number 4. Now this is the same with line 1, but because the bottom line, okay, the bottom line, 3 line of it, actually indicates internal world. Upper 3 is actually indicates external world. So line 4 indicate connections with others. How is others actually need to build their foundations? How the others have to build their base? Okay, how is it that others need to be aware around you, people that's around you need to be aware that what is it have to be done? Okay, Richard was saying slow down or increase speed. What do you think? When I say take charge, so you slow down or so you increase speed? It was never about speed. It's about going up. That's a line 3. So line 4 indicates that you should, in some way, of course, it's not always about peoples and connections and relationship. It does not always to be in that way. Sometimes it's about the tools that you have. Yeah, sometimes it's about something that you own was actually being put in some place and you never take it out to use. So in line 4, it indicates that you need to build foundations for this. It also indicates that you need to leverage everything that is possible, that is around you, to move forward too. Okay, so when you get line 4, indicates that you should take everything's around you and give them a meaning, give them a titles to actually support you to reach the things that you want to experience. Okay, that also indicates that you might have a skill, a talents that was never being able, never ever being utilized or being leveraged to get the things that you should be done, should get, should achieve. Yeah, that is line number 4. So when you look into that, then you will realize that if you have line 4, this means it's about using everything possible that you have that align with what you actually need to experience with. Yeah, Jimmy say you have line 4. Yeah, now you will know. That's why I told you that a lot of you guys who I know you personally, you get that line. I already know what happened to you. Okay, yeah, line 5. When you move to line 5, this is actually the CEO line. This is actually the line of the line 2, line 2, same meaning of line 2, but you're using it for external parties, right? CEO line is also indicate management line. Okay, so line 2, I say you own something, and you might need to own something to have it, to do something with it with you, okay, to support you. In line 5, because it's talking about external party, that means you have to make everybody around you own something. They might have to get a name out of it. Okay, you have to make them to own something by their own, right? So if you are leading a team, you're trying to experience something like improvement in life, improvement in your career. That means team building is very important. And the leadership role that you're actually in right now is extremely important. Yeah, because you have to make everyone around you to level up. Okay, it's included. Of course, I should not say in that way, but actually I would say included your skill. Okay, another word is, I think a fancy word is, you're not optimizing whatever that is around you. You're not trying to make them to become beneficial. You're not trying to make them to become valuable. And now it's a time for you to do that. Yeah, to reach the goals that you have. Now, if this is about having a relationship, sometimes people will write there, I want to experience good relationship. You get line 5. That means you're not really looking into the value of the other person. You are maybe devaluing other people's around you because you're not optimizing. Optimizing means that you have to find tiny mini things about the other parties and use it to maximize the value. Okay? Yeah, line 5. Those who get line 6, this will be a little bit different, but it is still talking about taking charge. Yeah, in line 6, if you get line 6, most of the time is you're losing faith with life. Okay, you get line 6 and you're actually losing faith with life. This is a time to take a full force to understand this universe flow and allow that whatever that is happening, happen, okay, in the way that was actually beneficial to you. if you get line 6. Okay, I think some of you guys actually get line 6, yeah, in the Telegram. Yeah, so if you get line 6, because line 6 is talking about faith, talking about belief, talking about maybe your Tao, maybe your rules that you actually have. When you get a changing line of line 6, normally have to break all boundaries, breaks all the rules that you have, breaks every way, any way that is not serving you right now. Yeah, because the changing of line 6 indicates the evolve, the leveling up is talking about believing something new, taking charge into believing that things can happen in the way that it should happen to you. So you get a line 6, it actually is a very bad to get a line 6. For me, I would say it's very bad to get a line 6 because it's very hard to control. Yeah, but it's good for you. Why? Now you get the awareness. You get the awareness. You get the seed to know that everything happens is for a reason. Everything that's showing you right now is actually for a reason that is telling you something is actually helping you in some way. But because of your own ideas, your own understanding, okay, you might not want to believe in that part. Okay, yeah, so when you get a line 6, there's a big change that is going to change your belief system, your understanding of something. Okay, line 4 is different because line 4 you can actually utilize people around you. Line 6 you cannot. You can only change, you can only take charge, make a big change about how that your preconceived ideas actually works, how your perspective of the world actually works, how that you should look into others and believing they have potential of their own that can actually become better by the way they need to be of whatever that's happened to them. You understand? Yeah, like that day I was saying in that particular group chat, right? I was saying that everyone will have their own way of looking into the town. And they will always find the way that's benefiting to them. That is a line 6 type of opinion. Okay, because the line 6 indicates the God line, the universe line. And when this line is changing, it tells you that you are out of control. You cannot control this perspective, but you can observe what it was owing to happen and believing in that part of the world is ongoing. Okay, so that's why it's very important, but it's also very bad to get a line 6. Every time when people get a line 6, I will actually feel bad with them because it's very hard to use. Okay, now after that, okay, this one actually can happen. This one okay? Any questions? Are you guys find this relate to you or not? This is always the part, yeah. When I'm doing Yijing, this is the part. Is it relate to you? Anyone? Timer 1. Yeah. Now this is the magic part, yeah. This is the magic part of Yijing. It's a mass type of divinations, but it's all related to all of you. Okay, if you cannot understand that part, then this is the simpler version of it. Okay, this is a simple version of it. So it's actually inside of you. So after the explanation, you should actually know to that. Actually know about that particular part. Okay. Yeah, can start to see a trend why branding is needed for my line 2. Yes. You need to be yourself, Jane, because you're in that industry. You really have to become a big figure. Really need to do that part. So you got no choice. Okay. Now, does this apply in any Yijing card, especially to the chart that you share with us? Yes. So you look back whatever I'm telling you right now to match with it whatever that you have. Okay? Just match with it with whatever you have, yeah? Yeah, so if you're changing line, so we are looking all over only the changing line, we're not going to look into other line at all. Yeah, because you're looking for guidance to reach whatever you want to reach. That's mean the changing line is the process, is the leveling up, is the improvement that you will need to do, is the things that we need to perform. Okay, we're not looking into Asker line, we're no longer looking into the outcome line. Okay, yeah, remember that, yeah? Okay, now, the other things that you guys actually have in your card, you will see all these 5 elements was mentioned in there, correct? Everyone? Is it correct? That all these 5 elements, is it in your card? Okay, this 5 element will tells you on your changing line. Okay, on your changing line. So based on just now, whatever I say you line 1 to 5, line to 6, on your changing line itself, we'll have one element that follows together with you. Okay, yeah. So whatever inside that element will tells you is just to narrow down. If you don't use this, it doesn't really matters. Okay, because when additional things add on, sometimes just so hard to come up with ideas of what to do with it, right? If you can match with whatever you have, you match it with it. If you cannot match it, don't worry, use the simple version. Sometimes your life just need a little bit of tweaking, a small change that lead into big result. It doesn't need to have a big changes. Remember that, I don't want you guys get confused. Oh, this it's very hard to match. No need to worry. Just use the thing that you understand. Okay, very easy, huh? Yeah. So now this is the 6 relations. Actually, this slide will actually do in I think 3 hours or 4 hours. So I just put everything in. So this is actually my old slides. Yeah. So according to your element, you get resource, you get companion, you get influence, you get wealth or output. Yeah. So if you learn parcel, you're supposed to know what this 5 element actually is. Okay. 5 structure actually is. So resource is talking about educations, data, informations that you need, or certificate that actually you need to support who you are, or facts, okay, and details that you actually need to find. Simplest version, get yourself educated. If your changing line is together with resource, that means education is very important to you. Okay, because talking about experience something, a goal that is that big, I think educations will be more related. Okay, information is more related. If you don't want to use it as informations, you can also get informations and also your whatever knowledge that you need to get comes from a master, a mentor, a teacher, which is also related to resource element. Okay, so if your changing line is that, just focus on that part. No need to think about any other things. Just do that for that next 6 months, because it's going to kick off whatever that's going to happen, whatever that is actually you written to experience, the goal that you have wanted to happen. Yeah, okay, remember that, yeah? Companion, normally in Yijing, we actually doesn't like companion a lot, because this one is what we call rock wealth. Yeah, but if this is fall into your line, it indicates that referring others is very important. If you don't know how to do something, look into your competitor. Look into, because it also mentioned brothers, yeah? Look into your brothers, look into your companion, look into people around you. If you don't know how to do something, look into them, refer to them. But of course, what you like to experience. Yeah, because that is the main goal, right? Okay, so when you get a companion line, means that it's either that you join a group of people to understand how people function, yeah, or you actually know who is your competitor is and trying to observe what your competitor is actually trying to do. Yeah, so companion indicates because it's a rival, it's a competing. Of course, you guys is going to doing the same thing. Yeah, so companion line actually indicates that. It indicates network. It also indicates people around you that you need to surround yourself with. Yeah, so if you get changing line number 2, right, it's talking about owning something. That's why you have to look into people around you who actually have that particular experience that you wanted to have and what they own, what they do, who they are. Okay, if companion fall into line 3, yeah, is talking about taking charge. So look into people around you that is really in that performance. Okay, how they actually take charge, how they actually move forward, how they actually look, take extra actions to achieve whatever they want to achieve. That is something that you want to experience in your life. Look into that. There is a companion element. Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, just look into your network. The base. This is actually just the simplest version. If you have an influence element, most likely this one, if you want to actually get into something, is talking about authorities or rules that you need to set for your own. Okay, step-by-step rules. This one actually not a very good one for me, I would say. Boundaries. You have to set boundaries because rules indicates boundaries. Authority means titles, indicates who you actually are right now, how strong you are, becoming a big figure. Yeah, so if you get a line, maybe line 5, and you get an influence with you, okay, you have to make everybody else to become authoritative. Train everybody to become leader. Okay, influence is actually indicates that. Make them become authority. Yeah, of course, it actually indicates government agency. It's all talking about rules. When you are the strongest, you are the rules. Okay? When you are the first one that did it, you are the rules. You're the one who set the whole thing, not everybody else. That is what we call influence element. Yeah? If you get the wealth, most likely changing in wealth indicates a lot of time related to value. Related to value. So if you get this changing line, indicates that what is the real value in here? Like example like Jing just now, if Jing get line number 2, correct? Line changing line number 2, you get companion. That means if you're doing your branding, whatever that you're doing, actually need to relate to people around you. Okay, support them. If you get a wealth, that means it's all talking about value. Yeah, of course, you might think that this is not going to be good for you in terms of period line. You don't think this is the period line stuff for you. But I'm going to tell you that when a divination was giving you that kind of guidance, if you make sure what you want to experience, you will actually get it. Okay, it's very weird, very special. I will change the word. Yeah? So wealth line talking about value. If it was actually telling you about whatever that you want to experience, actually you need to have a large sum of money to achieve that. Yeah, that's mean in wealth indicates that you should really in this 6 months, the changing line that you have, trying to find the source of income, source of profit with the changing line. Yeah, is either owning something, is either doing something with that. He's talking about that. Yeah. Line 3 wealth, power and take charge is a key word for that. Right? So make something disruptive, if I want to say it in that way. Okay, find something disruptive, find some other people that is actually pushing forward, very disruptive in the market for profit, right? If you're actually experienced for money, yeah. But if you're experienced for yourself, you want to do something and stuff like that, you have to become very valuable. Okay, you're valuable in the terms that is disruptive to the market. Yeah, you're valuable in all the way because it's taking charge. So in some sort of leadership, you also need to put in, because only by then, people actually know that you are very valuable. Okay, you're very valuable. Yeah, output element. This one is actually talking about creations. Yeah, output actually talking about creations, ideas, innovative. Okay, very innovative in the stuff. That means that if you get this line, basically it's time to go against whatever that already have in the market, what already being done by others. You have to be very creative of who you are. Example, I was doing a feng shui property selection class, right? And then in that period of time, somebody come and ask me about, my boss is not treating me very good and stuff like that. Is there any way I can use in either Qi feng shui and Bazi to try to mitigate this boss so that it doesn't come and attack me too much? Okay, doesn't come and attach me too much. Yeah. So you have to be creative with your application. Okay, you have to be very, very creative with your application so that you now can do something with that particular solution that you want to give. So for me, unconsciously, it gave me idea for feng shui for politics in office. Okay, nobody actually talk about that. So that is what we call creations, new thing. Okay, new skill set, new ideas that you actually need to go into. Okay, because what you want to experience require you to think out of the box. Okay, how do we know which element in our I Ching card? Your I Ching already tell you the output element in there in your changing line. Okay, the animal sign is the element of the 5 element. Okay, Catherine was saying line 3, companion, normally indicates that you need to lift up, have the ability to lead people around you. Okay, or because it's talking about self-improvement, that's means you have to increase that part. Yeah, so if not usable for your experience, I would just use line 3 to take charge. Okay, to take charge, yeah, to take charge, to make yourself stronger, able to lead, able to move, able to take actions in any way possible. Okay, companions then will indicate that maybe people around you, you can follow them. It's either that they're doing the same thing you do, they're doing the things that you want to do. You actually have to observe them, or you surround yourself with people in that cycle. Okay, surround yourself with people in that cycle. Yeah. Okay. So someone just now asking is line 2 output, own something that is very creative. Maybe ideas, maybe your personal brand. You can actually go for that, yeah. Okay. So Jimmy says, I don't care your asker line, I only care about your changing line number 4. Only care about changing line. Eh? Okay. So line 2 output, Jane, most likely your line, your industry require new output. So no longer talking about value, maybe something creative you have to go into. Something creative, yeah. Well, a lot of you guys get output, yeah. That's mean whatever that you're actually having right now, whatever that you guys are having right now, it might already go into a place where a new creations need to come out of it. Yeah. when you talk about new creation, it's fine. It's like very hard to come up with new creations, right? Normally, let me give you the way that I did. Yeah. Okay. When you get output line, normally, I will give you this kind of way to do it for output line. Look into surrounding of you, learn from their perspective, add on everything together, come out something like you yourself can actually create it. Yeah. So if you look at me, that is how I do my output, even in this particular class. Okay, this is how I actually perform my output. Go and learn your surrounding in that particular part that you want to experience from different people, different area, even though somehow slightly related to what you perform. Take that part in and mix everything together to create something that you can actually create it, to create it. Yeah, so when you get a line 4 like Prela, most likely is to leverage the things that you actually have. Because Clara, I think you don't have any subordinate and stuff like that. I'm not really sure with that. Huh? So leverage the things that you actually have. We are talking about stocks. There's somebody like talking about stock trading. You get an output, you get a line 4. A lot of times, all your stocks now have to change and resuffer to something new. Most of the time, okay? If a stocks, yeah. Because sometimes people like to ask that for stocks. I tell them it's actually for experience, like a life goal for passions, yeah. But I'm not really sure. Yeah. So if you look into that part, it actually indicates line 4. Everything is around you is usable, optimizable. Usable, optimized is for line 5. Okay, for Connie. Yeah. So it's time to really create something. So take everything around you, mix it together, something new will come up. Okay. Flogging, line 2 influence. Most likely because I know what you're actually doing. Personal brand is not there. Authority is not there. Yeah. Line 2, authority is actually will be actually that place. Yeah. Means that element and element. No, you just only use your changing line. So line 1 from bottom, line 6 is the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'm not going to ask everybody. Yeah. So everybody is giving me a lot of stuff. So you have to rethink about how that you want to use it. If you can use it, use it. You cannot use it, just use the line. Okay. I know that everybody will actually go into that part. Yeah. Jing was saying line 2 is actually influence. That means most likely authority, you yourself have to be authority in something. That means your branding need to show that you actually own something, you are something, you're someone on your own. If you get branding with influence, most likely it's showing who you are. Okay. I'm not going to answer anymore. I'm going to pass. Okay. So you guys get back, understand that line 1 to line 5, in the 5 element, 5 structures in here, you think about something. So output is ideas creation. That's a key word. Influence will be authority and also titles. Okay. If not, yeah, you never end one. Like this, you never end. The whole session is ongoing. Talking about this only. Okay, because I got a lot more other things. So you guys take note about that. Yeah, about what you actually need to see that you can combine it together. Not if you cannot, just use the one line. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot more things at the back. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you see influence the boss. Yes, you can say in the boss authority. Because when you use it in that way, you have to understand that how to shift to that part. Yeah. Resource, most likely get educated. Companion, most likely is talking about surrounding of you. You either learn something from them or you actually treat them, you actually lead them. Okay, companion. Yeah. Wealth element is talking about value, something you can control. Is always talking about value in the end. What you need to do, is it value of others or value of yourself? Output is your creations, influence is authority. So line 1 to line 6, you actually combine them together. Okay? Yeah? Now, Okay. This one, I think most of you guys, how many of you guys plot the chart on July 3rd? Type of one for me, please. Because your deities will be different. Okay. Yeah, your deities will be different. Yeah? So let me give you okay, never mind. I better go and find back that. Yeah. So I have to go and find July 3rd. Your animal sign, you take note of your own, yeah, like this time. Okay, you write down in whatever place that you actually have. Okay, line 1 is hook. Line 2 is snake, and then tiger. Line 3, and then you get tortoise, and then you get chief, green dragon. Okay, and lastly is the phoenix. This is for July 3rd, 3rd of July. Okay, this one is 3rd of July. The other one that I give is 28, right? I hope I didn't mistaken about that. Yeah, confirm. It's 28. Yeah. So the first one for 28 is tortoise. First line. And then you get chief. And then you get phoenix. Okay, you get hook. Hook, then you get snake. And then you get tiger. Yeah. Remember this. Write it down yourself, especially your changing light. Because we are only going to talk about your changing light. Yeah. So in here, we will then talk about the motivations that you need to perform. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. This is what I actually want to send to you guys. I don't think you guys can understand it. Okay. Your line 1 starts on bottom to the 6. Yeah. Now, okay. So this is going to tell you your motivations. Okay, or something you can utilize in this moment to achieve whatever that you want to achieve. In here, this is highly related to faith that you have with the line that you actually get. Okay, yeah, first sign is tiger. Why no? Why first sign is tiger? I don't understand why is it your first sign is tiger, yeah? 28, first line is tortoise. Yeah. Okay. Also no, yeah, because people will feel very bad with the name. Tortoise is bad. No, look into whatever that you have right now in your screen. Yeah, it's also inside the slides. So this one is talking about motivations that you should actually get it on. Yeah, to whatever that you're looking into in the next 6 months. Okay, so if you get tortoise, that means fear and scarcity that you never get it is the main driving force for you. Okay, utilize fear. If this is for others people, yeah, sometimes tortoise is using for others because line 4 is actually here. Okay, that's mean use fears to others. Okay, if you want to leverage this to support you to change yourself, to upgrade yourself, also use fear and scarcities in the things that if you never do this, it will never get achieved in the next 6 months. Yeah. So if you get tortoise, use fear. as a main driving force. Okay, depending on what you're actually experiencing right now. Okay, if you get a hook, because hook indicates the what we call hook is highly related to unmoving rules, laws. Okay, so you have to create certain supreme way of doing things, right? Use the most craziest way to set the most craziest rules for you yourself to follow. Okay, make the craziest step by step, then this is what you want to achieve if you get a hook. Yeah, I think Jimmy, you get a hook, right? Okay. That means your rules is not good enough. The step is not good enough. Yeah. I make others ultra rule. You can use for others. Okay. If you get Phoenix, this is actually need to understand. Always look into futures with boundaries and passions. Yeah, if you get Phoenix, because somebody is actually line 3. Yeah. So future, whatever that you want to, is like a 9 heaven. Example. If right now you can see that happen, you know that it's going to happen, good luck. Because most likely you get a Phoenix is already tell you the future is going to be happening if you get a Phoenix. So always understand how do you feel with the futures. Yeah, especially it is passionate type. You feel happy with it. You are confirmed with it. If you get a sixth sense or intuitions telling you that this is what is going to happen, it's going to be in that way, is the right way, then this will be your motivations. Okay? Or some of you are 9 heaven and chief, right? The achievement based on yourself. You always know something is going to happen. If you get Phoenix, this will be very good. Yeah? If you get Phoenix, this will be very good. Yeah? If you get Tiger, most likely you have to get into problem. Yeah, you have to get into problem, get into extreme of environment. Okay, even that you're not in it, you have to find way to go in it. Extreme environment. Yeah, makes everything attacking you in whatever that you're trying to do. Okay, makes everything attacking you. If you get a tiger, you have to do that. Rush one, you get a phoenix. That's good. Yeah. If you get tiger, remember that. Yeah? If you're not in an extreme place, extreme pressure, extreme conditions, you have to be in one. So if you're not in it, you have to create your own inside of it. Okay? Yeah, if you're already in one, it tells you that this is a training from the universe, a practice from the universe. Once that you go through this, you will find out that everything else after that is nothing. You actually meet somebody like that, right? I confirm that you meet somebody like that. Especially you're talking with me and you're telling me you're a lot of problem and stuff like that. You meet me, I will tell you it's nothing, because living an extreme, you know what is the bottom of all the things. Once that you understand the bottom, everything else is growth. So once that you go through an extreme path of 6 months, remember that, get that awareness kicks into you. Once that you go through that, everything else after this is nothing. Okay, let's you actually look into that part. Yeah? Okay, how about family? Doesn't care family hexagram. I don't care, because this is a very simple way, express way. It's only for that part. Okay, this is only for changing line. So your changing line very important with the animal sign. Okay, if you use surging snakes, most likely you will need to believe in miracles and blessing. Most likely, or use supernatural, but I would say miracles and blessing is the best thing. Okay, yeah, find a way to look around you. Okay, that everything happens. Okay, everything that's happened around you actually is a blessing from the universe, a magic that is happening around your life. Okay, and this is normally always falls into people that is very fixated with their life. I'm not sure who you are. Okay, you got 50 something in here. I'm not sure who actually landed on this. And we got a snake in number 2 and snake in number 5. You yourself imagine. I don't want to talk about, because normally you get this directly tells that you are very fixated with a logical part of life. So it will tell you that it's time in that way to believe something that is miracles or magic. Normally you get surging snake is that. Okay, you yourself understand that. I don't want to talk so much because it's like that. If you get chief, normally positivity is the main thing you have to look forward in yourself. Normally positivity is the main thing that you have to look. So optimistic, be very positive with whatever that you're trying to do, have more positive opinion what is going to happen. It's very important for you. Okay, yes, only changing line. Only look into a changing line with the animal sign, because we are looking for guidance to only do something. Now, if you look like this, any hexagram that you get, does it matter? Everybody answer me. Does it matter or not? Okay, Vila say is with tortoise, do you have to face fear? Take the risk, just do it. I don't think it's facing the fear. I'm saying that using the fear. Let yourself be fearful with whatever happened in front of you. Let yourself be fearful that you're not achieving. Be fearful that you will lose something. Be in a state of fear. Scarcity of things, right? As a motivations. If I don't do this, the other things will lose. If I'm not performing this person will run away. That is what we call scarcity. Okay? Yeah? Now, you guys happy with that? How many things align with you? Ask yourself. This is the power of this particular Jing. How many is it that is aligned with you? Okay, only this part is already enough for you to use for next 6 months. We don't need to think about every other things already. Okay, now look into your changing line. Okay, this is the next part. Okay, look into your changing line. I don't want to talk about this. I just want to talk about this. This is the things that you actually can have a shift. Okay, if you're line 1 and 2, this one will kicks into you, because this one also something very aligned with you. Line 3 and 4, line 5 and 6. Look where is it your changing line is. Okay, if is under the bottom 2, actions is something you need to perform first. Improvement need to be performed. Need to improve in this part. If you're line 1, line 2 changing, look into executions or emotions. Okay. If you're line 3 and line 4, this is most likely an appearance of who you are. Yeah, because you're line 3, line 4, most likely you're talking about your how you present yourself, how is the way that you are talking, how is the way that you are actually bringing up your own appearance to the external world, how that you want other people to recognize of who you are. Okay, so line 3, line 4, this is an improvement that you need to, or a change that you need to take on. A change that you need to take on. Yeah, this one not related with the other two. Yeah, this is completely a change. No longer a directions. Jimmy say cannot use swear word. Yeah. Jimmy, I think your problem be just straightforward, huh? I think your problem is other things. not that part. Okay. Please listen to others, what others saying about your appearance and stuff like that. Okay. You're going to become a super businessman. Sometimes you have to be a little bit more ego. But that part is not that. Okay? Yeah? That part is not there. Yeah? The ego part of a true businessman is not there. I say, I want to know Jimmy. It's like that. That's what the Yijing is telling you. And you want to change, not change, up to you lah. Okay? Not change, not change. Hey, doesn't mean you can be a very high confidence because you're presenting to others people how powerful and how great you are. Does not mean that you cannot lead others. You're not showing that part of who you really are. Okay? Line 5 and line 6, most likely talking about strategies that you actually have right now. Strategies that you're actually having right now. 5 and 6. So whatever that you're trying to get and achieve require a whole different set of strategies. Line 5 and line 6. Okay. Most likely you get this. Okay, sorry. Most likely you get this. This is also very aligned with your current situation. Is it fun? Very complex with combined all. Yes, that's why I tell you. Only use one. Find one and execute it for the next 6 months. Okay. But Jim, for you, is it like very complex? Nah, I don't think so. You know that the execution is not there, right? The snake and the chief. No, totally not related to the deities anymore. This one not related to the deities. Deities is only for motivations. Remember this, yeah? Deity is only for motivations. This part is something that you completely need to change. Okay, so just like you got line 1 and also the element. Correct? That is something that you need to focus on doing. Okay, it's either your self-improvement or you're actually improving others. Yeah, so in here, something need to change about you, the path that you're actually having. So if you get earth realm, is actions, executions, or emotions. If you get a man's realm, is basically your appearance, your appearance to others, how people feel your energies. Okay, your emitting chakra is aura, whatever it is. How the actually people look at you right now. You might need to upgrade, change a little bit with that. It's a heaven realm, then it's a strategies that you need to change. Okay? Yeah? That's why I say this is express. Yeah. Now, tools and actions. Do I really need to give you this? This is too much. You guys can still take on? Okay, I better just use one of them only. Is it okay? To simplify the version. I just take one of it to simplify the version. Just one. Okay, I don't think others is very important to you. I just give you one about this. Yeah. So in all the hexagram that you guys actually get, in all the hexagram that you actually have, the house square is very important. So let me show you the house square. There's several ways to look into this. Okay. This is the house square. Okay. This is very important. This indicates that in this moment, the biggest picture that you're going to go through in this 6 months are related to this house square. Okay, some of you guys maybe don't know why is it there's a hidden house square. Some of you who follow me, you know, because I use this house square a lot in teaching Jing. So house square is basically coming from the changing of the line from the sequence from the pure qua. That's the only explanation I will give you. Yeah. So under all the hexagram, that basically is following one of the 8 trigram. So no matter what trigram that you actually, hexagram that you get, your main criteria and features and big picture come from the 8 trigram. Okay, so that is the only thing I want to give you guys an understand on that part. Yeah, now. So now it tells you the skill and talents that you actually need to go into, or the biggest picture that you need to fall into. Okay, so this is the trigram. So you guys look into your hexagram and try to find where is the house square. Try to find, because in next 6 months, you're going to stay in one themes. Remember, whatever I give you guys in this few of these sessions, just use one of them. Okay, if you cannot combine, just use one of them. Okay, also call family, the hexagram belongs to. Yeah, it will actually in the top of your hexagram. Okay, no, in here, in your card, you will actually get this at the top. It is not upper trigram, it is not lower trigram. If you want to know why, this name comes from this trigram. It is not coming from this. If you know, okay, some of you guys who follow me, you will know, yeah? Some of you guys are not. It's a long, length explanation, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so just look into your card. You go to the top. Okay, Floji say got water. Okay, yeah. Now, actually, it's combinable. Yeah? It's combinable. Actually, you can combine everything to do one shot. But just to remind yourself, this is just to guide you to kick off your energy flow. So you can take any one that you understand. Okay. Yeah. So Jane, you get Floji, you get water. Okay. So water in here is strategies and thinking and knowledge. Now combined with what you have, when you get the line 2, you get influence, because you told me about that just now, right? I forgot what is your deities. Okay. Your main themes is actually talking about strategies or knowledge. You can say expert in something. You can also use clarities in that part. So it's like you're building your owning something, authority, right? That means that you actually have to have certain creations of your own that you actually have a name for it, a title for it, for floor G's, because your water is there. So the main theme is everything that you want to do related to this particular water related trigram. Is either your strategies, your knowledge, expert in something, okay, yeah, so that you can actually perform in that part. Yeah, master your skill, etc. Yes. Okay, snake, you actually get snake. Snake is what? Magical type, blessing type. So I'm not sure what is it that you're trying to experience. So once that you get that, looks like it's related to authority, I think teaching about skills, you own something about that. You have knowledge about that, right? Talking about blessing to others. Okay, maybe to yourself, you have to strengthen yourself in that part. Okay, if it's not gelling together, just use one part of it. Okay, just use one part of it. Yeah, because without intentions, you will not know how to use it. And I can't specifically tell you to the details and narrow down, is because that it's very hard sometimes. Okay, metaphysics are supposed to give you the base, a keyword. You are the one who expand it. Okay, then you actually get easy to understand that part. Yeah, so Jane get earth. It will tell you nurturing. Okay, I think more like humanitarian. Water also can become humanitarian, but earth element is the one that really related to humanitarian. Okay, so if you want to build your branding, your leadership and stuff like that, then that will be the part, I think. Okay, that will be truly the part. Yeah, and then you get chief some more. That will be really the part. Okay, fire element then will related to fame. But I think from Kara, if whatever that you're trying to do, most likely is actually transforming something. Okay, fire into something and transforming something, transforming your path, transforming your whatever current circumstances that you actually have. There is certain things need to be transformed. Certain things you already own need to be melted down, reshaped into something different. Okay, you get a fire related to that. Okay, anything with fire. So if your fire maybe is optimism, maybe fame, but to use like experiencing and guidance, I think it's more like transforming something, melting something down, transform into it, mold it into something new. Fire element will be that part. Okay, if it's not fire, most likely passions is the one that is going to overcome everything. Okay, Catherine get mountain. This one is consistency, stability. Okay, most if you look into self-improvement stuff, is more like an observations and understanding about what is it happening and how does this actually lead into, because mountain triangle most likely related to that part. Yeah, to look into something, how consistent something have, observe something, aware something. Okay, mountain also related to spiritual. Yeah, so that's why it's like that. That's why you get securities, you get stabilities. If you know something is wrong, you stop doing it. Yeah, so you get a mountain, mostly related to observation. So next 6 months is to let yourself understand how something consistently can happen. Yeah, so big teams, this is like big teams and skill and talents you have to develop. Okay, so same as Tony, yeah? Same as Tony. Okay, Earth already explained, because my project is about helping people for granted. That's good. Okay, it's not the trigram, it's in the card. The card that I sent to you guys is some a different trigram at the top. Kara was saying spot on. Okay, if you get thunder, once you get thunder, it's actually about speed and actions, convenient. But if you want to look into self-improvement, I think, Nancy, you truly need to bring certain, use your skill to bring certain things into a life, certain creations coming out as a life form. Is it like that? No. Bringing something into life. You have certain project, okay, that you actually have in the vault, but it was kept there. Example like that, it was actually kept at there. And now is the time to bring that out, to start it off and let them become a consistent and running by its own. Okay, so thunder actually related to that. If you're looking about skill set, it's really talking about starting something. Okay, giving a life form into certain creations. Thunder, when thunder actually strikes, it creates vibrations. Vibrations create movement. Movement created the earthquake. You understand? Earthquake caused the land to transform. That's why when you look into thunder hexagram, it was always talking about disaster. Okay, but actually it's not like that. When thunder strike, the vibrations is the starting point of movement. That's why I say brings life force into something. Yeah, to shocks others. So it depends on where it is. Yeah. So if you want, then it's actually bringing a life force or life form into movement and consistent. Yeah, so you get a fourth line, then you understand it's actually about others. It's also what I'm telling you. Maybe you have a lot of things hidden. You have a lot of ideas, a lot of projects, and you're lacking of this particular skill to make it happen. Okay. Yeah. Anyone got line wind trigram? Yeah. This one, when you look into this, this is a skill of understanding the trend or taking opportunity in. Okay, so in the whole 6 months, if you get a wind trigram at the top, right, your top have a symbol, yeah, so it's very easy for you to take, very easy to notice. Your top actually have a symbol. It's either look like this. This is your card. This is your symbol at the top. Not this trigram, yeah. Yeah, Tony was saying this almost the same as last year. That's mean you never do something with last year. Is it, Tony? You know that I actually get one friends of mine will follow me all the while. Get the same meaning for 3 times. I did this for 5 times only, and this is the 5th. This is the 5th. That person get it 3 times the same. That means the person never did it. Okay. Yeah. You get a wind trigram, most likely is to get to know the trend. Okay. I think the skill will be recognizing opportunities. Yeah. For the next 6 months, your skills is to practice this, to understand where is the opportunities. So after the lightning actually strike, you will actually get the vibrations. Vibrations will create the earthquake, right? It's a trend, but wind is the one that predict where is it the what we call the earthquake will happen. Yeah, Tony is, yeah, oh, okay. So you know, I think I also personally tell you about that, is it? I forget about that. Yeah, so wind triangle is about that. If you have this, you have to really practice it. Okay, really practice it. to recognize opportunity. It's not easy. Recognize opportunity that actually will lead into what you experience as a skill is not something easy. So we have to practice this first. Yeah. If you get a heaven trigram, most likely this one related to the output element a lot. Most likely related to the output element a lot. It's talking about creating something new. Okay, get the ability to how to do creations and execute it. Become innovative with it if you get a heaven trigram. Yeah, I'm not sure anyone actually have that or not. Yeah, you get a heaven trigram, this is what you need to do. Okay. Yeah. Now, this one very simple. I don't think anybody has this. Anybody had this? Actually, heaven is the simplest one. Most of the time, we get heaven is very good. Yeah, traditional way of reading, you get the chances to create something new. You get heaven. Heaven is like the main, most auspicious element in hexagram. Okay. Yeah. So just daring enough to perform, to execute. Especially you get this together with output. Yeah? You are being given the mandates or ethics from heaven to do creations. If you get that. And when you get, if you realize whatever that you're actually looking into your particular cards, it's something that you know that it will actually good for you, but you never perform it before. Haven't retrieved. Yeah. It's like that. Okay. If you get Lik, which is Tui Kwa, and this one, most of the time is talking about network, gathering people together, okay, accumulating ideas together. Yeah, so the skill that you need to have if you get a lake, the entire environment is try to make more friends, try to get more ideas from wherever that you actually are to achieve whatever that you want to experience. So as a guidance, you need to do that part. Okay, the Duiga need to do that part so that to gather everyone in one part so that you can actually get all ideas and understand them. Okay, if it's related to what you experience, that's mean is actually bringing you forward into that part. Yeah, or another way, fall into that flow. Fall into that flow wherever the center point, okay, of people and your goal is going to be accumulated in one spot. You need to realize where it is and you need to join in to that particular spot. Be in there. Okay, and activate flying bird into cave. Okay, yeah. Now, is it becoming so sophisticated? I think everybody is not talking anymore. Everybody good? Good, yeah. What you guys need to do, just take note what you actually is for yourself. This is not a class. This is a guidance. Number one, you still here? Nobody is typing at all. 50 something. How can feng shui be used? I mean, any sectors that can be seen actually can. Yeah, actually can. If you are looking into your house gua, normally, this is the sectors that you need to clean it off. Normally. So if you are Qian, you're in Northwest. If you are in Tui, you're actually in West. And mind me, the sectors itself influence what I just tells you. So if you have a missing sector at your house in that part, then you actually know that there is something that you never do before. Okay. Willa was saying that so accurate for me. Yes. Okay. Fire, we hope changing line 4 on men's realm. Okay, Jimmy, I don't know what is it happening. Because I don't know what you're writing, yeah. Your experience, I don't know. Okay, what you experience, I don't know. Right? So if you want to know the house, these ones will influence the way that I tells you. So you have Doi Kwa, and I say that you have to network. That means that sectors have to be cleaned off. Have to be having a warm light. Okay. If this is talking about your Li Gua, you want to transform something, you want to be passionate with optimism with something, that means your south sector is very important. Understand? Your south sector is very important. Yeah. So if you're like Kan Gua, your north sector is very important. Now ask yourself, based on the hexagram that you get, this is also something very funny, very special. Look into that place of your house. Is it that place have a problem with feng shui perspective? Okay, most likely there will be a toilet. Maybe it's a storeroom. Maybe it's a Sachi location. This is something very special with this part too, because it tells you in your house, somehow that sectors of the house have problem. Somehow. Yeah. Say saying water leaking. Okay. Somehow that part of your house had problem. You'll find it very funny. Okay. Very fun. It's not a simple experiment. How to know the directions again? Okay. So this is your Lao Su chart. So this is north. This is north. This is south. This is north. This is west. This is east. So Li Gua is here. Correct? And then Kan Gua is here. Yeah. And then you get Kun. Kun. You get Dui. Correct? And then you get Qian. Actually, it's inside the box, right? Is it inside? Wait, yeah. I'm going to draw, yeah. So waste so many time. Okay. Yeah, it's actually here. Yeah. Now, it's actually here. So that you know that your sectors is at where. So just match back with your house squad. It's inside the slide, yeah. Okay. Rashwan sitting in north, now thinking she's working because normally I don't pay, and now I'm doing it already. I don't know, yeah. Normally you should have something. Okay. You know why? The reason is because most of the time the reason is the energy reflected. The energy actually reflected, and the energy influenced you somehow that whatever that you wanted to do is being blocked. Whatever that you want to achieve in life is being blocked by a house too. It's very weird. You say that a lot of people have some feng shui problem. Correct? That's the weirdest part of this. Yeah? Now, it's like so magical. Now you know why certain master, like, you know, they're doing some calculations, they are saying very accurate. Actually, all reflected on you. Whenever that you say a problem, it's all reflected. It's either your feng shui problem, is it your parcel problem? Most of the time, it's having in that part. Okay? Yeah? Now, boundaries. Okay. Competence. Okay, this one I don't think you guys need it. So I also skip this part. Okay, because it's already too much. Wouldn't it be too much already right now? I think you already get a very clear mind that what you actually can do. Is it correct? I can still give you this. Yeah, Jane has already brain damage. Yeah, is it correct? I think it's already too much. It's already enough for you to kick off. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Please do boundaries. Okay, simpler version, yeah. Only for people who are actually easy to understand this. Okay. So you get your hexagram. Imagine that this is your hexagram. Just imagine. Okay, simpler version. Actually, already enough for you guys. It's already enough for you guys. So in Yijing, it also provide you with a step-by-step way of approach. Okay, on whatever that you need to perform. Okay, that's mean how to level up. Okay, but in 6 months' time, you will not be able to finish it. You will not be able to finish it in 6 months' time. Yeah, so how that you need to perform? Okay, now whatever the hexagram that you get need to start from line 1 to line 6. Whatever that you actually have. So leveling up means that from line 1 onwards, you have to slowly move into line 6. Yeah. So there's many ways to perform that actually. Many different ways to perform that. One of the way is to understand all of this in a step-by-step approach. Okay, thank you. All of you have a step-by-step approach. So line 1 to line 6. That's mean you have to do everything in the hexagram itself. Yeah. So whatever that you learned just now, line 1 to line 6 is your step-by-step approach. Line 1 indicates as you're not aware right now. It's like just now I'm telling you, right? 5 ways of cultivations. First way is knowing, but knowing can separate into 5 stages. Yeah, so the 5 stages will come from, again, knowing, and then understanding, okay, and then you will go cultivate, you go to Tao, correct? From unconscious incompetence to go into unconscious competence. 4 steps to go into, but in Yijing, you actually have that part too. Yeah, but this one is too much for all of you. Okay, so if you are okay with this, that means you have to do line 1 to line 6. Understand the deities that you have. Every stage you have to perform. If you want. If you don't want, it's okay. Yeah. Another way is look into each of the line trigram. So line 1, line 2, line 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So line 1, you will get a mountain hexagram. This is a Zhen Gua. So you will get a thunder hexagram in here. Okay. And then you will get a line 2 is Kun Gua. So this one is Kun. Correct. So line 3 probably is also a Kun. Okay. Line 4 is a mountain. So this one is a mountain. Okay. And then you will get another Kun again. And then you will get another mountain again. Is it mountain? 4 is Kun. Okay. This one is also Kun. and then this one is mounted. Yeah, this means your first stages of starting whatever that you want to do in all the things that you have just now. Yeah, thunder means that indicates that first stage of awareness is to start. And then this kun indicates nurturing. Yeah, nurturing in terms of companion, nurturing in terms of wealth, nurturing in terms of wealth with leverage. You actually get the entire hexagram to level up to reach your breakthrough. Okay, so there's a boundaries part. That's why this one, the technique was also used in the Jing sharing before. Yeah, but this is too much. Okay, everybody good? Are you still here? Free sessions also need to bring damage. Yeah? Free sessions also need to bring damage. Okay, that's why that's why I say this is a evolution of step-by-step approach. So you also get this in your slides. Everything is in there. Okay, so if you don't know about this, it's okay, no worry. Just let it be. But if you can recognize them, it's very good. Why? Because let's just say example, you don't want to do the step by step. You want to know that, how is it I'm going to become stronger, more powerful, better in any way? In my hexagram right now, what direction that I should perform? So if you get a geng, get a sun, get a zui, get a zhen, you got 4 directions to go into for self-improvement purposes. Another way. Okay. This one doesn't matter with a changing line. No, it doesn't matter with a changing line. Because the hexagram was there to tell you a step-by-step approach. Okay. What to do with the paper, with the treasure map after 2 weeks? You're still going to put it in your vision board to make it as a manifestation that every time that you look at it, it will actually become a vision to you to manifest. Okay, good. Now, done with this shortcut. Actually, a lot of things I want to share, but I better don't. I better don't. Okay. Whatever that. Okay, just now actually you guys keep on asking me, right? What to do with the paper and stuff like that. If you don't want to put in your full way sectors, look into your changing line. You got one animal sign, right? You got one animal sign together with it. So the animal sign will become a sectors for you to put that particular vision board, the paper that you have. Okay, if it's like me, I just put in full way sectors. Okay, full way sectors. Yeah, the line that you have, it's also very good for you to do certain activations like that. Whatever that you want to experience, picture, you imagine it, find something that is going to relate to that and try to activate it in that animal sign sectors. Okay, that is additional to support you with luck, to push you forward. Okay, but if you don't do that, never mind, because you've got other things to do. Yeah. Oh, that's good, Jing. That is more good. It's easy. Okay. Now, okay, this one combined too many things. Okay, let's talk about this too. Okay. So when your house square, okay, all that your house square will be reflected in the 8-mansion chart. Okay, it will be reflected in the 8-mansion chart. Not just reflected on it, but your personal will get influenced by it too. Okay, Yeah, will get influenced by it too. So what you need to do is to plot your own chart. Okay, plot your own chart. Yeah, plot your own party chart in Tattoo Joey plotter. You will find your house square at the top sections here. I think it's around this area on the right hand side. Okay, and understand that which one represent which sectors that you actually have. Okay, understand it? How does it actually reflected on you? Okay, this one additional. Don't remember, never mind. Okay, how does it reflect on you? If you fall into Sun Chi, it indicate wealth. Normally have to be more hardworking. If it's go into your 10E sectors, obviously you're going to find nobleman. Okay, because it influences you in your own chart, in your personal chart. Okay, I have to ask Jane. Jane, do you remember your egg mansion? What is your life goal, Jane? Forgot. Okay, never mind. Anybody remember their egg mansion? Okay, never mind. Yeah? Just look back. If you can look back, because that sector will tell you the directions of what to do. Okay. Jane is actually number 8. Okay, because I remember Jane hexagram. I don't remember a lot of people hexagram. Yeah. So you see, Jane is actually southwest. Okay. Another big part, yeah. Another big part, okay, another big part that actually have to fall into that. Okay, since your animal sign there, southwest, that means have to work hard. It's obviously have to work hard. Because you get a Sun Chi, normally you have to work hard. Yeah. If you fall into your Fu Wei, normally you have to get into your identity palace, your confidence level. Have to use your confidence level because it influences that part. It tells you a directions. How does this actually influence you to perform? Okay, but this is too much. Don't remember this is okay. If you fall into the bad one, adventures means you have to venture out. 5 goals means intuitions and gut feeling is very important. Likability, this one is a new chart, actually indicates likability. Okay, that means you might get into some rumors. Okay, some peach blossom thing is going to happen, some attractions are going to happen. You have to perform according to that. Yeah, this one is too much. Yeah, this one too much. If you're jetting, it's also telling you to take risks. A lot of people take this as a very bad reading, but based on certain experience I have, and because I know someone, and the judging sector is actually not good, the person is also not good, they align together, they become non-risk-taking personality. Non-risk-taking personality. That means in their life, should never take risks in whatever that actually they're doing. That's why they never get into achieving what they want to achieve. It's very weird. Okay, it's very special. Not weird. Cannot use the weird part. Okay, this one is to actually enhance it. Now, okay, we settled this part. Any questions? Already brain damage. This is what I call express, yeah. Comparing house score and life score, most likely life score more important. Last part, go through Yijing card number, go through the house score numbers. The top part, yeah. Okay, the top part. Sally asking life score number 3. Sorry, I don't know how to answer you this top part. Your card, this is called house score. So this house score will influence your sectors. Example, just now somebody tell me your sectors have some feng shui problem, right? this will reflect in you. Why is it that you cannot perform that? Okay. Lifestyle, is it? Egg mention is your life gua. So you can call it lifestyle, you can call it life gua. Lifestyle is different technique, but some actually look the same. Okay. There is no outcome level. We are only looking to changing life. We are only looking to changing life. Yeah. It's a dustbin a feng shui problem, not really. Okay. Wimla was saying that, is there any significance if your house square is the same as your upper trigram? Originally, it's reflected in everywhere in your house. Originally, it reflected everywhere in your house. So if you get upper trigram, lower trigram, and then you get a house square, because I don't want to confuse you even more. Yeah, you have a lot of functions. It's not just for that. It's a lot of function. Yeah. So in here, here, and here have different trigrams, 3 different trigrams. This one is a 1 trigram. This one is another trigram. This one is another trigram. So all these 3 trigrams reflected in your house. Reflected inside your house. So the main one that we use is actually using this one. Because if you use these 2, you will get confused. And generally, this one is the one that supports everything. So it actually will reflect. Yeah. But I don't want you to take so many of, thinking about that is going to confuse you. Just to use one. Okay. Yeah, a true thing inside. No, don't worry. Yeah, Rashwan, you will actually ignore the outcome. Karen was saying using personal fu wei or house fu wei if activating. Normally, it's personal fu wei. Okay, why? It influences you personally. Okay, it's different from Chiman Destiny Palace. Different. Chiman Destiny is Chiman Destiny. It's different. Okay. Yeah, got replay. Don't worry. Okay, I have to stop this first. We take